Hey everybody, it's Red with RedDragonLeo.com. Sorry I'm a little late today. It's my birthday. I'm 46 years old, or young, depending on how you feel, I guess. My blonde hair's turned a little bit gray. You can see a few little spots of gray around my ears, so that's disturbing to me, but the ladies say it looks distinguished looking, so I don't know. Anyway. We are looking here at the VIX chart, and this is from Cobra's blog. And I like watching Cobra. He's a good chartist, no question about it. Something you'll notice here: every time we have a black candle, it seems within a day or two we have a reversal, with the exception of a few times. Like here, we had a black candle, and after it, we reversed from, I guess, the move down. This was an exception to it, I guess, here that it continued up. But here we had a black candle, and it did go down a couple more days, and then it reversed majorly. Over here we had a black candle, and the very next day it reversed. Here we had a black candle, and it took a few days, it reversed, and at least for a day there, and then it fell back off. Here we had a black candle, and it reversed and went back here. So it's telling me that we're within a day or two of this of making a reversal in the market. So this might go down again tomorrow, retesting this area. If so, that would mean that the market would go up there and finally tag that 1131 area that it wants to tag, take out those overhead stops, which would make sense to me because there's a lot of them building right now. That when you look at this daily chart and you see all the sideways action, I really don't think that the big boys are buying to go long here. I think they're all setting up their short positions, and so there'll be a pop to take out the overhead stops. There usually is. You can see over here we kind of had something similar. We actually had one big down day in there. Then they went up, chop, 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 then boom, and then bam, down they went. And they seem to do that a lot. Here was a tricky one where they kind of chopped sideways, went down one, and back up, kind of took out all the stops, and then they did it down. So it's not always exactly the same, but it gives me the impression that they will go up tomorrow. Even though, this is getting ready to roll over, it's about done. So, it's not going to go too much further. We see we're about ready to hit the zero mark. It is pointing down here on the full stochastics. It's losing steam. There's no question about it. It's just that tomorrow there's not any major news out that's going to move the market. So you have to look at the charts, and there's no major news out. Then the 60s are oversold, and they're rolling back up. So you can see that the 60 is pointing up, and it's pointing up here. It's pointing up here. So at least on the 60-minute charts, I think it's going to take most of the day to roll this back up and to roll over. And I think it'll be probably a morning, or at least if it's not in the morning, it'll be at some point in the day. I think they'll run this up, and it'll finally roll over into the afternoon. It may still be a positive day, though. Okay, it may still be a positive day. You look at the 15-minute, it's down. I'm sorry, it's up, and it's kind of rolling over. So it's possible in the morning it could kind of roll down a little bit and then do several humps throughout the day tomorrow as it finally rolls its way down to the zero line. Now, the ideal situation would be for it to roll down and recycle back up and peak at the close. And at the same time, have the 60 roll up all day long and have it peak at the close. If you could get this one to peak at the close and this one to either go ahead and roll down and roll back up and peak, which I don't think it's going to do that. I think it's going to have just kind of put in several smaller towers basically. But if it did roll down and rolled back up into the close, and that would set up Thursday perfect for a down day. I don't know if that's going to happen, like I said, but we'll see. So Thursday would be the perfect day because what's the economic news we got? We got what the initial claims and continuing claims on Thursday, and then jobs on Friday. I mean, those could easily be 2 down days. You get the 60 to line up here, to roll up here and to get ready to roll over into Thursday. At the same time, the market won't go that much higher. It might go up here and take out these stops, but fall back until they close and close inside this line. That's what I suspect it's going to do. So that would give this daily one more chance for them to touch and to give it a bearish touch, and that would be the ideal situation. That's what you're looking for. I think all the traders are looking for this one pop higher. I mean, it's just too easy for them to roll it over here. There's a lot of amateurs that went short, and here at this point that accumulating shorts. The pros did too, I do believe, but the pros can withstand that, and they know it's going to go there anyway. If you look in the after hours chart right now on the NASDAQ, you'll see a 113.02 print again. Anna caught it this morning, between 8 and 9 this morning, Tuesday, and we didn't get there today. So it's there again in the after hours, and we didn't get there any time at all today. So that we're definitely going to go to 113.02 on the SPY. It's just, they're telling us that. Bottom line, they're telling us that. So, and here is the, I think we went to 112.98, I believe was the actual high of the day. I think is what it was right there. It's almost 113, but it's not. So we got that print of it. Maybe this rolls back up and then back down. So I think that's where we're going to go. I'm on Cobra's chart now. So looking over here at the weekly again, I've said this many times, that I'd like to have seen at least a few bars here, and I think we can still get that. Just because we might have a sell-off on Thursday and Friday, I don't know how far it's going to go down. I don't know if it's going to go down to that 107.35, fake print or not. But if it did, who's to say that that's not one move down and then a move up, one, or at least sideways, for another few weeks until this thing puts in at least 1 or 2 or 3 bars above the 0 mark on the weekly. So short term, yeah, I think we're going to go down Thursday and possibly Friday too. I think we're definitely going to go down. But the following week, Monday, if we go down this week, the following week, Monday, is likely to be an up week. The weeklies is, it's not rolled over yet. You see here? Oh, here we are. We are up here above the 50 now. So I said, quite a few weeks ago that I thought we'd get up at least to the 50. I thought we'd turn right at the 50. It looks like we're going to go a little higher than the 50 because I thought we was going to just hit it and turn. But there's no sign of it turning. So that tells me we're going to go up into the Legatus meeting. I don't know how high. It might be kind of a just chop, bunch of chop. Down, then maybe back up and come close to retesting this, but not testing it, like in some type of wave 2. So kind of go down to like 1070, if it's, the 107.35 print. Then maybe go back up, for the next couple of weeks. Allow this weekly chart to put in a few bars, and then come the end of the month, end of August, early September, have this thing, the weekly rollover for good and be done, and then it's Katie bar the door. It's done. Then you're going to have this kind of stuff. Basically, kind of like here's, maybe this is where we're at right now. Maybe we're right in this area right here, and we have a down week and down, and then it kind of went back up and finally closed down, chopped around, and finally fell off a cliff. And that's kind of what I think is going to happen. At this point, I'm leaning to believe that if we get up to that, ever how high we pop, if we go up to 11.15, which is 11.50, which is this high here, we're going to go higher. They're just not going to make it that easy and stop right at that point. They're either going to fall short on the right shoulder and stop it at this 113.02 print that they got tomorrow, or they're going to go higher and go higher than this 1150 and go up to like what Attila's thinking. I think he's got 1160 or 1170. I don't know, something like that. Other people have that too. I don't know if we're going to do that or not. We just got to see. We got to get through this week first. So so I'm thinking up tomorrow to that 113.02, and then sell off on Thursday and Friday. Don't know how low. If we go down to 107, then certainly next week will be an up week and into OPEX. That's it, gang. Thanks.